Hello everyone, welcome back to day 8 of our 100 days of DSA challenge. Today we are solving very popular string problem from LeetCode, which is a valid anagram. So in this video I will explain so what is an anagram and everything in detail so that we don't have any confusion left. So first thing we have to understand what is an anagram. So anagram means two strings. So basically, two strings are an anagram if they use same characters with the same frequency, but possibly in a different order. For example, let's take here like anagram A N A G R A M, and T is N A G R M. These both are anagram. So let's think like you can think of it like if you cut all the letters of the first word and shuffle them, you should be able to form the second word exactly. So then it becomes anagram. So let's get into the problem now. So given two strings S and T, return true if T is an anagram of S, otherwise return false. So if the character and their count matches, we should return true, otherwise false. So here the high level approach is so we are given that the string contain only lower English letters from A to Z, right? So there are like 26 lowercase letters, right? So instead of using like hash map, like we did in the intersection problem, we can use a simple integer array of size like 26 to store character frequency. So we don't need like a hash map. Here we can use a integer array, which is like 26 size, to store all the frequency of the character. So here the idea is if the length, the first thing what we can check is if first we can check the length of S and T. If the length of S and T are different, straight away we should return false because the S and T should be the same, right? The length of S and T should be same. That's then only it becomes anagram. So in this scenario, let's get into the coding. So firstly what we can do like create an integer array which is which size of 26. For every character in string S, we increment its frequency of the count, which means if here uh, s- A has in the string A has three times, so A is three times repeated. So which means the frequency of A is three. N is one, G is one, R is one, M is one. So in the same way, for every character in the string T, we decrement its frequency in count. So here we increase, right? Here we should decrease the count of the string. At the end, what we have to check if all values in count are zero, then both strings have like exactly the same character with the same counts, so they are anagram. If the string S values and string T values have exactly the same character with the same counts, which means they're anagram, right? So initially we are already storing all the count in an integer array which has a size of 26. So let me show you the code first. First, what we have to check, if length of S and not equal to 0, we can straight away return false. You understand, right? The two strings lengths are not equal, which means it is not an anagram. So here, so we will check the first statement like that. And after, what we should do, we should we have to take the int array to store the count of each string, count frequency of each string. 26. Then after, we have to iterate through the first string. We have to iterate each character in the first string. Here we have to check the frequency count. Here, so the count is the, so basically this line confuses a lot of people. Let's break it slowly. So here A is an index of 0, B is an index of 1, C is an index of 0, index of 2, right? So and so on, we have to check so J is an index of 25. Now the ASCII of A is 97. The A value is 97. In the same way, like B value is 98. So on, it goes till G. G value would be like 122 or something. So in this scenario, if we do like here the first character of the string is like A, right? A means A. Yeah, A is like A value is 97. 97 minus 97 is 0. So we will get the first index first index, like, which is 0. So count of 0, it becomes 1. So which means like the frequency of A is 1. So which means we already got 1 A. That's the reason the count becomes 1. In the same way, if you iterate through the string one more time, the next one is n. So the n frequency becomes 1. So if you iterate through again, like we get a one more time, which means the frequency of a becomes 2 at this time. So we will get one more time the a. So now it becomes 3. So likewise, we have to store each character of the frequency into this integer array. So the whole for loop is calculating the frequency of each character and storing the each character frequency into this count. This is for the first string. So here we did store all the character frequency into this count. So now what we have to do, we have to iterate through second character. Here what we have to do, we have to decrease the frequency. So here we have to decrease the frequency. So uh, so which means here we increase the frequency. We already stored all the frequency, that strings frequency, into this count area, right? This integer area. So now what we have to do, we have to iterate through the second character, and if you find the value, the character frequency into this count area, we have to decrease it. If you find a is already there, so we should decrease the a value to 2. Now it has 3, right? 2. So if you find the a index one more time, so if the integer array contains inside it one more time, we have to decrease that a frequency to one more down. So then it becomes 1. So we will get a one more time here. So which means like we have to decrease the a frequency in the count one more. Now it becomes 0. So in this likewise, we have to decrease our count in the integer array if we find the similar character in the second string. So likewise, so eventually if the count becomes 0, which means it is anagram. If the integer, the count has numbers inside the array, so which means it is not an anagram. I hope you understand. Now what we have to do, we have to iterate through count. If value not equals to 0, if the count is not equals to 0 means should return false, otherwise it is an anagram, we should return true. Let's run it. We made a mistake somewhere. It's not caret array. Let's run it. Why the second one become to we made a mistake somewhere? Let's check. This false 26. Oh, this is for the second string right now. Yes, we got the output. If you see here, anagram and nagaram. So these both are the frequency of each character in the anagram and the frequency of each character in t string are same. That's why it became true. So here RAT CAR. Uh, so in the string yes, we don't have C. So in the string T we don't have T, which means the frequency of both strings are different. So that's the reason the output is. To quickly recap in a simple word, an anagram means both the strings use same character, same count. So we check length first. If length is different or it is not an anagram, we use an array of size 26 to count letters. If first string, so in first string we add two counts, second string we subtract from counts. So if everything cancels out to zero, then it is an anagram. So this is it for today, guys. So if you found this explanation helpful, especially the detailed breakdown of like C minus or ASCII values and how the frequency array works, drop a like and subscribe. So basically I am doing one DSA problem every day for 100 days with clear explanation so that beginners can really understand. Please go through this video, and if you have any doubt, please do comment. I will reply to each comments. So I will see you with next another LeetCode tomorrow. Thank you, guys.